Have you ever held a simple penny in your hand and thought, it's just 1 cent? But what if I told you that very same penny, the 2018 Lincoln penny, could actually be worth thousands of dollars, maybe even life-changing money? Money bag, yes, a coin you might have in your pocket, lying in a drawer, or sitting in a jar, could make you rich overnight. So don't go anywhere, because today, we're uncovering the hidden secrets, rare errors, and collector's treasures hiding inside the 2018 Lincoln penny, the 1 cent coin that could be worth a fortune. The history, 0:45 to 2 o'clock. Studio microphone, let's begin with a quick look back at history. The Lincoln cent first appeared in 1909, honoring the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Since then, the penny has gone through several design changes, from wheat ears, 1909 to 1958, to the Lincoln Memorial, 1959 to 2008, and now the Union Shield design, which began in 2010 and continues today, including the 2018 version. Each year, billions of these coins are made, but among them, a few rare ones slip through with minting errors or special features that make them worth a fortune. 2018 penny details, 2 to 330. Studio microphone, the 2018 Lincoln Shield cent was minted at 3 main locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; San Francisco, S mint mark. Proof coins. Most of these coins are made of copper-plated zinc, weighing 2.5 grams. But here's where it gets interesting. Among these billions of coins, a few have rare minting mistakes that make them highly valuable. Valuable error varieties, 3:30 to 7 o'clock. Studio microphone, now, let's talk about what makes the 2018 penny worth big money. Collision 1. The double die error, DDO/DDR. Some 2018 pennies show doubling on Lincoln's face, lettering, or the shield that if you notice double lines on "In God We Trust" or "Liberty," that could be a double die obverse worth $100 to $500, depending on condition. Collision 2. The off-center strike. Sometimes the coin is struck off-center, meaning the design is not properly aligned, that if more than 50% of the design is missing and the date is visible, you could be looking at a coin worth $200 to $1,000. Collision 3. The die crack or cud error, a small raised line or blob on the coin, especially near Lincoln's head or the shield, can be a die crack or cud error. Collectors love these. Depending on how dramatic the crack is, the value can jump from $50 to $300 or more. Collision 4. The missing plating error. If your 2018 penny looks silver or has missing copper in patches, that means it missed part of its copper plating during minting. This makes it rare and valuable, often worth $100, $400. Collision 5. The wrong planchet error. Some 2018 pennies were struck on foreign coin blanks or dimes. If your penny is unusually thin, silver-colored, or weighs differently, not 2.5 grams, you might be holding a wrong planchet error coin, worth $2,000 to even $10,000 depending on rarity, market value, and collector demand. 7 to 8:30. Studio microphone. So how much are collectors paying for these rare 2018 pennies today? In recent coin auctions, a 2018 D penny with major off-center strike sold for over $1,200. The 2018 no mint mark DDO double die in high grade fetched $600. And a proof 2018 S coin in PR70 condition sold for nearly $1,000. It's not just about the age of the coin anymore. It's about the condition, mint errors, and collector rarity. Oh yes, your 2018 penny could still be worth just 1 cent, or it could secretly be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, hiding right in your change jar. How to check and sell. 8:30 to 9:30. Studio microphone, want to check your coin's value? Here's what you can do. 1. Grab a magnifying glass or coin microscope. 2. Look closely at "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date for doubling. 3. Check the coin's weight using a digital scale. 4. Look for cracks, color differences, or off-center strikes. 5. If you find something strange, don't clean it. Contact a grading service like PCGS or NGC for verification. Once confirmed, you can list your coin on eBay, heritage auctions, or Great Collections, and potentially earn hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Studio microphone. So next time you find a 2018 penny in your pocket, Don't ignore it. That little coin could be your ticket to becoming the next coin millionaire. Moneybag, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with every coin lover you know. Because who knows, someone out there might already be holding a $10,000 penny without even realizing it. 2000 Lincoln penny worth thousands. 1 cent that can make you rich overnight. Have you ever looked at a simple 1-cent coin and thought, could this tiny piece of copper actually make me rich? Well, guess what? There's a rare 2000 Lincoln penny that's turning ordinary people into overnight millionaires. Yes, a penny you might have in your pocket right now could be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which 2000 penny to look for and how much it's really worth today. The story behind the 2000 Lincoln penny, 0:30 to 2 o'clock. Let's go back to the year 2000, the dawn of a new millennium. The U.S. Mint was producing billions of Lincoln pennies, featuring the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But hidden among these billions were a few error coins, mistakes that slipped past the mint inspectors. These small minting errors made certain pennies extremely rare and valuable. Collectors and experts call them variety coins. And these special 2000 Lincoln cents are now being hunted across America. The errors that made them rare, 2 to 5 o'clock. Now, let's talk about what makes the 2000 Lincoln penny worth so much money. There are a few different error types you should look for. Moneybag 1. Wide AM variety, 2000 wide AM penny. This is the most famous one. Normally, the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side are close together. But on the rare wide AM variety, there's a clear space between the A and M. This small detail makes a huge difference, because these were only meant for proof coins, but a few accidentally entered circulation. Backhand index pointing right, a genuine 2000 wide AM penny in top condition has sold for over $5,000, and even circulated ones can bring $100 to $500 easily. Moneybag 2. Double die error. Some 2000 pennies show doubling on the letters of Liberty or In God We Trust. This happens when the die strikes the coin more than once in slightly different positions. Collectors love this kind of doubling. Depending on clarity and grade, these can sell anywhere from $250 to $1,000. Moneybag 3. Off-center strikes and die cracks. Sometimes a coin is struck off-center or with visible cracks in the design. The more dramatic the error, the more valuable it becomes. An off-center 2000 penny can fetch $50 to $300, while a clear die crack or die break error might get you $100 or more. How to identify a valuable 2000 penny, 5 to 7 o'clock. Okay, now the big question. How do you know if your penny is worth big money? Step 1. Take a close look at the reverse back of your coin. If you see that the letters A and M in America are clearly separated, congratulations. You might have a 2000 wide AM penny. Step 2. Check the condition. Coins in mint state, which means they have no scratches, no wear, and look shiny, are worth many times more than circulated ones. Step 3. Look for doubling. Use a magnifying glass and check the letters, especially Liberty. If you see any doubling, don't ignore it. Step 4. Always check the mint mark under the date. 2000 pennies come from Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D mark. Some errors only exist on specific mints. How much are they worth today? 7 to 830. According to the latest market reports and auction records, here's how much these coins are selling for right now. Small orange diamond, 2000 wide AM penny, up to $5,000. Small orange diamond, 2000 double die penny, between $250 and $1. 200 small orange diamond, 2000 off-center penny, between $50 and $300. Small orange diamond, 2000 die crack or cut error, up to $150. So yes, one small penny from 2000 could literally make you thousands of dollars richer if you find the right one. Now that you know what to look for, here's how you can actually cash in. White heavy checkmark. Visit local coin dealers or coin shows. White heavy checkmark. Use trusted online marketplaces like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections. White heavy checkmark. Join Facebook or Reddit coin collecting groups. You'll find experts who can help verify your coin's authenticity and value. What if I told you a simple 1989 Lincoln penny, the one sitting in your drawer or coin jar, could be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars today? Yes, you heard that right. Some of these 1989 1-cent coins are selling for life-changing amounts of money, and most people have no idea. So stay tuned till the end, because I'm going to show you exactly which 1989 pennies to look for, what rare errors make them so valuable, and how you can check if your coin is a hidden treasure. Worth a fortune, Part 1. The 1989 Lincoln Penny. A simple coin with a hidden secret. The 1989 Lincoln Penny might look ordinary. It features Abraham Lincoln on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. That it's made mostly of copper-plated zinc, weighing about 2.5 grams. Over 7 billion were made that year. So yes, it's a common coin. But here's the twist. Some of these coins aren't normal at all. A small group of 1989 pennies have minting errors and unique variations that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. Gemstone Part 2. The valuable errors to look for. Let's go through the top rare errors that can make your 1989 penny worth a small fortune. 1. The double die obverse, DDO. Error. Look carefully at the front side, especially the words Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1989. If you see any doubling, like the letters or numbers look thicker, shadowed, or doubled, congratulations, you might have a double die penny. Some of these DDO varieties have sold for over $3,000 to $10,000, depending on condition. Point 2. The off-center strike error. If the design looks off balance, like part of the coin is blank or the Lincoln head is shifted, that's an off-center strike. Collectors love these mistakes. Depending on how far off the strike is, these can be worth from $50 to $1. 500.3. The no mint mark Philadelphia error. 1989 pennies made in Philadelphia have no mint mark, but if the mint mark looks weak, doubled, or missing from a Denver coin, it could be an error worth hundreds. For the wrong planchet error now, this one is ultra rare. Some 1989 pennies were accidentally struck on dime planchets or other metal blanks. These are lighter in weight, about 2.3 grams, and have a silvery look. That if you find one like that, it could be worth $5,000 to $20,000 or more. Moneybag Part 3. Record-breaking sales. Now, let's talk real money. A high-grade 1989 D Lincoln penny with a rare die error once sold for over $7,000 at auction, and 1 Ms. 68 red 1989 penny, graded by PCGS, sold for over $10,000. That's a $10,000 penny. So next time you see a 1989 penny, don't ignore it. That tiny cent could be your golden ticket. Magnifying glass. Tilted left. Part 4. How to check if yours is valuable. Here's how to inspect your 1989 penny like a pro. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Check both sides, front and back, under good lighting. Look for doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual shapes. Weigh your coin. If it's not 2.5 grams, it could be a rare planchet. Error. Compare with images on coin grading websites like PCGS or NGC. And if your penny looks rare, don't clean it. Cleaning can lower its value drastically. Instead, send it to a grading service for authentication. Classical Building Part 5. Where to sell your rare penny. If you discover a rare 1989 penny, you can sell it. On eBay, check completed listings for actual selling prices. To local coin dealers at coin shows or numismatic auctions, or directly through certified grading companies. Always compare offers and know the true value before you sell. So, don't underestimate that little brown coin you carry every day. The 1989 Lincoln penny reminds us that even the smallest things can hold massive value. If you just take the time to look closely, who knows? Maybe the next time you open your wallet or coin jar, you'll find a penny worth thousands, even millions. So start checking your coins today. Your millionaire moment might be hiding in plain sight. Have you ever looked at a simple 1-cent coin and thought, this could make me rich? Dollar banknote. Well, today, we're diving deep into one of the most underrated treasures hiding in plain sight. The 1980 Lincoln penny. That it's a coin that millions of people have in their drawers, jars, and pockets. But only a few realize that some of these pennies are worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. The 1980 Lincoln cent is part of the legendary series that began in 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner, honoring the 16th U.S. President, Abraham Lincoln, BY 1980. The coin had already been circulating for over 70 years, and yet, something extraordinary happened that year. The minting process, the metal composition. And tiny unnoticed errors created a few rare gems that would one day make collectors go absolutely crazy. The 1980 Lincoln penny was struck in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints that you'll notice it's made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Unlike today's newer pennies, which are mostly zinc and only copper-coated. That alone makes the older copper pennies more valuable because copper itself has increased in market price. But the real magic lies not just in the metal. It's in the minting errors and rare variations that make some 1980 pennies worth a fortune. Now listen carefully, because this is where most people miss their chance to strike gold with a 1-cent coin. Here are the most valuable 1980 Lincoln penny varieties you need to check for. If you look closely at the words Liberty or the date 1980, you might notice doubling, a shadow-like effect caused by a die misalignment. This error can make your penny worth hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on condition. When a coin is not properly centered during minting, part of the design gets cut off. The AN off-center 1980 penny with visible date and mint mark can sell for $500 to $2,000 or more. Sometimes, a small die crack between the letters B and in Liberty looks like an extra I. Collectors love this so-called BI error, and these coins can be worth $50 to $200, depending on how visible the crack is. This happens when the metal layer starts peeling or cracking due to a flaw in the planchet. These can fetch up to $300 or more if in good condition. If your coin has an S mint mark under the date, it came from San Francisco, likely a proof coin made for collectors. High-grade proof pennies from 1980 can sell for $500 to $1,000 plus. Collectors pay big money for coins in top condition. That if your 1980 penny looks shiny, with little to no scratches or marks, you might have a mint state MS coin. Some MS-67 or MS-68 graded coins have sold at auctions for over $3,000 to $5,000. That's right. A single 1-cent coin could turn into a mini jackpot just because of its condition. In fact, recent coin auctions have shown amazing results. White heavy checkmark, a 1980 Lincoln cent, MS-67 red, sold for over $5,280 at heritage auctions. White heavy checkmark, another double die obverse example, fetched $2 for 100. White heavy checkmark, even a small off-center penny, with the date visible, sold for $1. 200. Can you imagine? One tiny penny changing hands for more than $1,000. So how can you find these valuable coins? Start by checking your old coin jars, piggy banks, or change drawers. Look carefully under a magnifying glass, especially at the date, the word Liberty, and I in God we trust. Check for mint marks below the date, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and none for Philadelphia. Then, if you spot something unusual, like doubling, off-centering, or shiny, uncirculated condition, you might be holding a small fortune. Once you identify a rare or error coin, don't rush to sell it locally. Send it for grading to a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. They certify your coin's authenticity and condition. Then you can list it on platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or Great Collections. Collectors all around the world are constantly hunting for these gems, and they're ready to pay top dollar. So next time you see a simple penny lying on the ground, don't just walk past it. That little copper coin might be your ticket to thousands of dollars. Moneybag, the 1980 Lincoln penny, proves one thing. Sometimes, the greatest treasures are hidden in the smallest places. So check your pockets, search your jars, and who knows, maybe tonight, you'll find $1 million penny.